Hi everybody, so today we're going to be taking a look at the Stacked RTA. This is a collaboration between Keys and Tony B from the Vapor Trail channel. It is a 24 millimeter in diameter RTA. It does hold either 5 mils of e-liquid with this bubble glass or with the straight glass that it comes with. It holds 3 mils of e-liquid. It comes with some extra coil, well, some coils, like a pair of coils for you, and some O-rings and some other things. It also comes with an extra drip tip, so if you don't like the frosted one, it's actually got a Delrin one as well, or if you like 510s, it does come with a 510 drip tip adapter as well. So it's got kind of a different type of build deck. It's similar to a couple RDAs out there, but it's not exact. It's actually made of ceramic zirconia. So I'm going to show you that down below. And then we'll come back up on top. We'll talk about it and we'll have a vape on it and I'll give you my pros and cons. Okay, so here we are with the Keys Stacked RTA. This is a collaboration between Keys and Tony B from the Vapor Trail channel. Unfortunately, the box doesn't have any information regarding Tony B, but it is a collaboration between them. It does have your scratch off authenticity. It says Keys here, Stacked RTA. On the back, you're going to get just a little bit of what's included. You're going to get an 810 acrylic drip tip, a bottom airflow system, dual coils, metal sheet and spring holding on system, optional 3 mil or 5 mil glass, 24 millimeter diameter, 46 millimeters on height, high quality design with 304 stainless steel. So we're going to go ahead and open this up. And it does come in stainless steel and black. I do have the stainless steel and I do not have the black, but this is the stainless steel. It does come with the bubble glass already installed on it, which makes it a 5 mil capacity. With the straight glass that they do provide as an extra, it will hold 3 mils. It does come with this Delrin 810 drip tip. So that you have like a wide bore Delrin drip tip if you want it. It does come automatically with this frosted drip tip, which you know me, I love the frosted. So I'm going to keep it with the frosted for now. And then when you go underneath, you're going to get, instead of like an instruction booklet, you actually get this, which has the information that is included. I'm not sure if this is the retail packaging. They might be updating it, being that it doesn't have the additional information, so it could change. I just want to let you know. It does give the specifics here as well, what I read on the back. And then in the bottom, you're actually going to get an extra baggie. This is going to have your flathead screwdriver, which is to undo your screws. It does come with a set of coils. They look to be fused Claptons. It does come with an 510 drip tip adapter, as well as some extra springs because the deck is spring loaded. And then of course your extra O-rings. So we'll go ahead and leave that in there and just put this aside and take a look at the RTA. Okay, this is a 24 millimeter in diameter RTA. It does say Stacked RTA, designed by Tony B and Keys. It does have a protruding 510 pin. It has bottom airflow, so whatever you do to one side will happen to the other side. It does have a removable 810 drip tip, as I mentioned. It does come with the extra Delrin, and then it's got this one here. It does fit pretty much all of your other 810 Goon style drip tips, even aftermarkets. It does have a nice beefy O-ring in there, and it is top fill. So to open up the top fill, all you do is you just unscrew this. Really, really smooth. Can you hear it? There's no grinding or anything like that, which I really, really like. Very, very clean. Very, very clean, I have to tell you. It's got really those big, I guess they call them kidney holes, kidney opening holes. Very, very big juice fill holes. You always want to put your e-liquid in one of those holes, never down the middle, only within those holes. And yeah, there you go. Again, it does come with the bubble glass already installed. With the bubble glass, it does hold 5 mils of e-liquid. With the straight glass that it does come with in the box, it does hold 3 mils. And yeah, so let's go ahead and take a look at the deck. So if we open this up, first let me show you in here. Look how clean, see what I mean? It's super, super, super clean. The threading is clean. Everything about this is really, really clean, and I really like that. It's got the O-rings over here, as well as some in here to hold on your glass so that you don't have any slipping or your glass coming off. The great thing about this is that you can actually change your coils or your wicks with juice still in this, just like a lot of the RTAs now, which is a pro for me. This is actually the build deck. This is spring loaded, as I mentioned. So your springs are here, your screws are here. They are flathead. You've got the stainless steel here, and then it's also got this white bar here, which is actually a ceramic zirconia. That way it won't melt or anything like that because it is heat resistant. And these are your airflow holes for your bottom airflow. And then of course, those are your wicking holes. So your wicks would go down there. This is like a GTA style, where your juice will actually be going in the bottom and then wetting your wicks and then going up and, you know, of course, juicing up your coils and things like that. So that's great. If you're a fan of RTAs, this is probably one that you would like because it's pretty user friendly. So we'll go ahead and put this on a mod and let's get started. Here we are. I've gone ahead and put it on a mod and we're going to go ahead and just unscrew this. And as I'm unscrewing it, you're going to actually see the deck lift up because it is spring loaded. It is going to lift on its own, which I am a huge fan of spring loaded, especially when it's a deck similar to this. You see it lifting? You see that? See? It's lifting here and then it's also lifting here. Now you're actually going to put like one of your legs here and one up here and then do the same thing on the other side. I'm sure that you could probably share your leads in here as well, but it wasn't made for that. It was actually made for one on the bottom, one on the top. So let's go ahead and get some coils and we'll go ahead and get started. Of course, as always, I'm going to use my favorite fuse Claptons. This is by Coil Clout. The information's down below, but if you go to coilclout.com, you can actually find all the different variations of coils that they make. These are my favorite because they're the fuse Clapton. They just look beautiful. I buy them in a bunch. I'm telling you, I love, love, love these coils. If you use the code Wendy20, you actually get 20% off. So I'm going to go ahead and take out 2 coils. And that way we can get started here and put that back together and put that aside. Now, being that they are going to share the same post screws, it's not like you can screw down one side and then screw down another. I am going to go ahead and pre-cut my leads. To pre-cut my leads, I'm actually going to be using the coily tool. I know that you guys have seen me talk about it before, but I'm actually going to use it. It does come in a variation of sizes depending on how far away from the post you want your coil leads to be. I'm actually going to be using, I was thinking about a 5 or a 4.5. I'm thinking probably the 4.5 would probably be the best. So I'm going to just go ahead and drop the coil right in here. And then all you need to do is you just hold it down, flip it over, and then clip your leads. So that it's literally that easy. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Clip that one. Oops. Sometimes I do that. It's clip, not pull. And then clip the other side. And did it again. Because I'm trying to make sure that I'm in camera. Okay, so we've got the one coil there. And then instead of having to have them side by side, I'm actually just going to put the other one in and do the same thing. Okay, so put that in. And then go ahead and clip and clip. Make sure that's nice and flush. There we go. And now I've got to, it's that easy. I'm going to leave the link down below for this. This is Coily. I think it was coily.com or coily.uk if I'm not mistaken. They are made in the UK. So I'll leave that information down below. Oops, sorry about that. Okay, so again, to put these in, you are going to put one leg up, one leg down. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that so that you can see. So one leg will go down and then one leg is going to go up like that. You see how it is? One leg down, one leg up. I'll let go of this right here. That way you can see it. And I just want it far enough away that it's actually going to be covering that airflow. You see how that is? So let me go ahead and put the other one in. And yes, I always use my screwdriver for this. It's just so much easier for me. And then just put that in and just make sure it's right over the airflow. That's what I want it. Right there. Oops, pulled that one out, didn't I? The shared posts, I'll be totally honest with you, I'm not a fan of shared posts. That's just my preference, but they work well. It's just, I gotta just hold this in and move it over a little bit. There we go. Okay, that one's in. move that out just a little bit with my screwdriver. Move that one out a little bit. There we go. I just don't want them too close. This is the hard part. And it doesn't matter if you got nails or not, it's still a hard part. I promise you. And then just pull this out just a little bit. And then I'll go ahead and just start tightening them, and then we can finagle the coils after they're screwed down. Do that one. Now, I'm not usually a fan of flatheads, but these work. For some reason, my screwdriver does not slip like that because I'm talking about it, that's why. There we go, and then we'll go ahead and just straighten out the coils. I'm just gonna move this around, make sure that it's right over the airflow, which it is. Make sure that's tilted up a little bit. There we go. And then do this side. Push it over just a little bit because I do want it right over the airflow. Go there. And then over here. And then I'm just going to make sure that these are tightened down. Sometimes for me, this little freaking gadget works a little bit better. There we go. And there we go. Okay, so that's in there nice and snug. They're not going anywhere. That one's over that airflow. This one I'm going to push just a little bit more that way. You always want to make sure that they are not touching your center post. Cannot be touching your center post. You want to make sure that your leads are nice and clipped too. You don't want these touching your other coils as well. Like mine are still sticking out just a little bit, but they're not bad. It's not like they're going to be touching anything. But because of my OCD, I'm going to go ahead and trim them. Just make sure it does not fall in your RTA. You have to make sure of that. This one's so flush, it's not even gripping it. Yeah, it's not even going to grip it. There you go. That's it. That's it. And it's nice and even and right above the airflow. Not on it, but it is above it, but it's close enough. So let's go ahead and just start glowing these coils. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And turn this down. This is my Thor mod. If you haven't seen the review, it's actually I think like 2 videos before this one. It's really, really nice, very lightweight. Yes, it's a new coil. There we go. Start glowing our coils, getting those ready. This is just where I like to maneuver them. Okay. And these are made of nichrome, so they're really, really flavorful. And then all I do is I just start pulling them apart, heating them up little by little. This one's just a little bit raised too much. Let's go there. Yes. Go ahead and keep heating them up. I'm going to pinch them. Get out all those hot spots. Trim it very lightly. It sounds like it's loud, but it's really not. It's very, very light, I promise you. And there we go, a little bit more. Got a hot spot. Work on this one. Oh yeah, baby, almost done. So I'm just gonna pull apart just a little bit more. There we go. A little bit more over here. Get that hot spot out. There we go. So we got those glowing. Oh yeah. All right, so let me go ahead and get some cotton and we'll go ahead and wait. For the cotton, I am going to be using the Kendo Vape Cotton Gold Edition. I buy this by like 6 packs usually because I go through a lot of it. What you're going to do is just take some cotton I usually just split it in half so I can sit there and feel the thickness of it. Like this one I can feel is a little bit too thick, so I'm going to take out just a little bit of it. Once you've been wicking for a while, you can pretty much feel the difference of it. There we go. Yes. And I want it in there tight, or snug, but not super, super tight. So I'm just going to go ahead and twist that over there. There we go. And that's in there. And then do the same thing for the other side. Just take a little bit off of that one. And twist it up. And put that one through. There we go. Then I'm going to get my handy dandy tweezers, and I am going to go ahead and just fluff these out. Okay. And find my handy dandy scissors. What I'm going to do to actually measure this is I'm actually going to cut it from right here, from like right at the deck. And if I need to make it shorter, I can do so, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it right there. And then I'm going to cut this one right here. Just follow it along. And again, right at the deck. I'm literally just putting the scissors right under the deck. Okay. Fluff this out a little bit more. And I know for a fact it's still a little bit too long, so I'm going to just cut some more off of this. There we go. Of course, it's not even. All right, so what you want to do is you want to take your cotton and you want to put it right through the holes, but you don't want, just because it's got like this deep deck, you don't need it all the way in the bottom. You just barely need it in the holes. You do need it in the holes, but not super, super choked out either. You want to make sure that there's a little bit of like space, not like a big amount of space, but just a little bit so that your juice can breathe and it can wet those wicks really, really nice and get up to your coils. So I don't want it super, super thick, but I don't want it super, super loose either. I'm just going to put that in there. And this one, no, it's good. Yeah, as long as you can put like a leg in there, you're good. It's just these little freaking wispies I can't stand. So that's what I have, and I'm just going to raise it up just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit like that. So it's in there, but it's not touching the bottom. This out a little bit, fluff this one out a little bit, cut these just a little bit more. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. This one's a little bit long. Okay, and then just go ahead and put this in here. That's why I like these needle nose tweezers. They work for everything. That in there. I do feel like this one's still a little bit too thick. You can feel it when you're putting it in. If it feels like you're forcing it, it's too thick. I'm just gonna thin it out just a little bit more. There we go. Yeah, that feels a lot better. A lot better. Not you, just you. Okay, there we go. Again, my leg can fit in there. Not too tight though. Because if it's too tight and it can't wick properly, you will get some dry hits. So say for instance that you wick this up and then you're getting some dry hits or you're not getting the flavor that you thought that you were going to get, just come in here and just cut some of your cotton off. Again, you can do this with the glass the glass piece already full. Just put it upside down when you're opening it and you'll be fine. I've had that happen. I think it was the Faro Mini. I had actually overwicked it and I had to go back in there and take some out. And being that you can go in it, it's fine. Take some of this out. There we go. And you can do it, even if it's wet. Just cut a little bit off. There we go. Yep, perfect. A little bit long. A little bit long. usually on the underside. There we go. Again, you don't have to rush through this piece. I don't like rushing through because, I mean, I'm getting the same things that you're going to get, and I'm not going to do jump cuts. So that's just not me. Barely. Okay? So there we go. So let's go ahead and get some juice and start getting this stuff prepared. For the juice that I'm going to use today, I'm actually going to be using this one. I got this at the vape convention in Miami. This is a peanut butter num nums. It's so good. I forget the exact description, but all I remember is that it had like the best peanut butter flavor. And I was really looking for something like this. So yeah, so I had to get it. So, oh my God, I smell the peanut butter. Sorry, I'm a peanut butter fanatic. So let me just go ahead and start wetting this. Now be careful because this is bottom airflow. If you get a little bit out the airflow, it's gonna be okay. But you do wanna always make sure that you're saturating your cotton from within the coils. Because if you don't, you are gonna get some dry hits, or it'll take a while for you not to get like a cotton taste. So this is why I do it. And again, if you get a little bit of e-liquid on coming out, it's not gonna be like drastic, I promise you. It's not the end of the world, guys. It happens when you get in RTAs. And then just help it along. Go ahead and wet up your wicks. And then we'll go ahead and put it together. I mean, it's a fairly easy build deck, especially maybe for like somebody new, this would be good. But it's a really easy build deck. There we go, just making sure. I hate wispies, I'm so sorry. It's my OCD. I should really jump through this part, shouldn't I? Just don't jump through it because I really just like, I want it perfect. Okay, so that's it. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on, screw it down. And for me, you don't have to do it. Nobody else would tell you to do it, but I'm just used to RTAs. I always close out my airflow. If it's got a juice flow, then I also close that down. But that's just me. And I'm gonna open that up and pour this baby in there, and we're gonna have some peanut butter fun. And I know what this tastes like because I've already been vaping the shit out of the first bottle. So there we go. Let's go ahead and put this on and open up the airflow. Now the airflow is a little bit snug. After a while from using it and getting some e-liquid on it and stuff like that, it won't be as hard to open or close. So I do want to let you know about that. So let's go ahead and go on top and talk more about it. So that is the Keys Stacked RTA by Keys and Tony B. So so here we are back with the Stacked RTA. Again, this is a collaboration between Keys or Keys and Tony B from the Vapor Trail channel. It is a dual coil RTA, and it does have that unique type of center post that you can build on, which I think is kind of easy. I don't think it's that hard, to be honest with you, but let's go ahead and have a vape. Very, very, very good cloud production. I've actually got this at 70.1 watts, and yeah, it's tasting absolutely great. This again is a 24 millimeter RTA, which I think is a really, really good size. They kept it kind of like a shorty, which I think is okay. For me, I think that anything 5 mils or over is a great juice capacity because I hate refilling so often. It comes with the extra drip tips, and it comes with the 510 drip tip adapter. So that's kind of my pros. Another pro is going to be that it comes with some coils, and of course it does have good flavor, and it's the build quality. If you notice, it's really, really clean, and I like that. I like that it's very, very clean, and it's inviting. It really is. Another thing that is a pro is that you can change your coils or your cotton with the juice still in it. So you would just dump it upside down and then unscrew the base, and then you can get to the deck section. So I like that. There are some cons though, but they're subjective. Well, most of them are subjective to me. One is going to be, I'm hoping that this is not the retail package because it does not have Tony B's name anywhere on it. And I feel like being that it's a collaboration that it should have his name on it. So I do want to call that out. Another thing is that there's no information on what the materials of the coils that they provide are, which is why I like to use my fused Claptons. I know exactly what they are. They're made of nichrome 80. I know that they're going to work perfectly. They're going to heat up. They're going to be awesome. So I did want to mention that. Another con is the build deck is not, it's not that it's hard. I'm really into more of the postless style. So that's just my style. That's my preference. But I like how easy it is to build. You're not going to get any leaking if you do it like I showed you. You do want enough cotton just right inside the holes, but you don't want to choke it. If you choke it, you're going to get a lot of dry hits. But the good thing is that you can fix that problem. I don't want you to fret if, like, say for instance that you are getting dry hits and you need to fix it. Just open it up, cut a little bit more cotton, put it back where it goes, and keep moving. So I think that that's a pro. Anytime that you can do that with juice still in the tank, I think that that's always a pro. I think that, you know, just the build on this and the way that it goes in, it's very smooth. There's no like scratchiness to it. It's not rough. It screws in just beautifully. I love the fact that you can change out to your A10 drip tip to any of your own drip tips, because for me, I like to color coordinate everything. So I like to be able to switch them out to what I already have or what I want to get. So that to me is a pro. I do love the look of the frosted though. It actually looks pretty sick on here. But yeah, so I like that. The first packaging that they did make it did have a different type of material in it. If I'm not mistaken, it had like peak insulation and stuff like that, but they did upgrade it to the ceramic zirconia, which is supposed to be better for heating and things like that. So I think that that's a plus. The flathead screws I think are a great call on this, because the only other option I would have suggested is maybe like a Phillips head screw, but the flatheads aren't that bad. Even though I slipped a couple times while talking about it not slipping, that was weird, but okay. It never happened the very first time I used it or the second time that I built on it. So I was kind of like, really? Now you're going to do it? Now that I'm telling him that I actually like these flatheads, now you're going to do it and stab me. So yeah, so that's about it. I like mine with the airflow all the way open. That to me is just it, but it's got really, really good airflow. It's not too restrictive and it's not way too airy, but it gives tremendous, tremendous vapor and flavor. So let's do this again. Very, very good. And that to me is two things that an RTA or any device, any Addy, to be honest with you, has to work that way for me to actually give it an A rating or any type of time of day, to be honest with you. So for me, it's got to have flavor, it's got to have cloud production, and this does. So I do recommend it. If you're looking for an RTA or you're just getting into RTAs, this might be something that's kind of easy for you. Or if you like the build deck, that would also be a plus. For me, I would prefer more of a postless deck or somewhat not so in the middle, but it works and it vapes beautifully. And that to me is what counts, to be honest with you. So yeah, so if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I will be leaving, I can't leave any links down below, but if you go to my business page, my Wendy Vapes page on Facebook, I do have all my links actually pinned to the top on that. So you can always feel free to go over there. Again, they should have it at MyVPro. They're definitely going to have it at the Kays.com. I think it's Kays.com or it's Kays. Yeah, I can't see it on here. I don't know why. I thought I saw it earlier. But, yeah, so you can actually go there as well. And they'll be having it at other websites as well. So for the juice, I will go ahead and leave the link down below. If you're interested in peanut butter flavor, I will go ahead and leave the link for that. And yeah, I guess until the next one. Bye.